Brexit talks appear to have reached a standstill, as the UK looks likely to exit the transition period without a deal, but China could emerge the biggest winner as the Prime Minister looks to override key parts of the withdrawal agreement. The UK and EU are to hold emergency talks as tensions rise over Boris Johnson's proposed internal market bill, published on Wednesday. It addresses the Northern Ireland Protocol, an element of the withdrawal agreement designed to prevent a hard border returning to the island of Ireland. The bill proposes no new checks on goods moving from Northern Ireland and Britain, but gives ministers powers to modify or disapply rules relating to the movement of goods should the UK and the EU not reach a deal. But critics say the move will damage the UK's international reputation after Northern Ireland Secretary Brandon Lewis admitted the plans break international law. Among the squabbling, China will be licking its lips over the prospect of a no-deal scenario, as its exports to the UK could rise under lower tariff rates than those used by the EU, according to a study by the UN's Conference on Trade and Development. The report predicted a no-deal Brexit would boost Chinese exports to the UK by $10 billion, £7.69 billion, or 17% of its current exports to the country. The study, led by researchers Alessandro Nicita, Ksenia Koloskova and Mesut Segili, is based on the hypothesis that the UK will leave the EU without an agreement, including reintroducing border checks between the UK and Ireland, disrupting transport between the UK and the EU. However, for non-EU countries, no-deal Brexit may mean they can access the UK market on lower tariffs than they did under EU trade terms. Part of the study reads, countries which would gain the most from a no-deal Brexit are those are currently facing higher tariffs: China, the United States and Japan. The report, published last year, predicted that U.S. exports would rise by $5.34 billion, £4.08 billion, while Japan would gain $4.9 billion, £3.77 billion.